Gals and guys, what's going on? Joe's Neon here. Turn this down just a hair. Just like that, welcome everybody to Shop Talk with Joe, part 17. Never planned on it going this far, but you guys have been absolutely fantastic, and I really appreciate all the comments. Please always leave me a comment, and I will try to get back to you. I got a lot going on. Like I always tell you guys, this Shop Talk is going to be a really busy one. The music you're hearing tonight is by my friend's band, the High Peaks Band. They're right here local, and I have every right to use this music, so it's good stuff. I hope you enjoy it. Let's see, what do we got here? Native American for tonight's video is going to be a Yakima powwow dancer. And if I could just take that shine out of there. That's some really incredible dance dress. Great face paint. Good stuff. Put you right back there on the tripod. And the hat I'm wearing tonight's my Badlander, my straw. This hat's been with me for about 10 years now, and it just won't die, and I just keep wearing it, so figured I'd wear this one tonight, even though it's bitter cold out. You know, cowboys don't wear straws during the winter. We wear our wool hats or our beaver hats, you know, so, but I'm down in a nice warm man cave tonight. I figured I'd wear this one. So anyhow, guys, I really want to thank everybody for the super great response on my last Shop Talk video when I had a special guest with the Adirondack Outdoorsman, Leaf, Skoog Neve. Absolutely fantastic. That was just really wonderful. We had a great afternoon together. We spent hours together. The man is intelligent. The guy knows what he's talking about, you know. It was really interesting to hand somebody an axe, and I'll just give you an example. If I handed Leaf an axe, he would look at the sheath, then he would take the sheath off, and then he would look at the grind, and then he would align the grind, then he would align the grind with the shaft. And when I saw him do that, I really knew that he knew what he was talking about. And he didn't just look at the eye. He looked at the way the inner haft was. And he gave me a really nice compliment. And he said, "Looks really good. Great job." And coming from him, that's very, very, very nice. You know, so we really enjoyed the time that we spent together, and thank you guys so much for the response, and all my new subscribers. You guys, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. This is what it's all about, you know. And at this point in time, I'm trying to keep going with the Shop Talks with Joe. We're going to get out in the woods. We're going to do that outing. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it, and we will be bringing that to you guys. So just hang in there. Weather has been brutal. It's been rough here in the Northeast. It hasn't been pretty. We're sub-zero temperatures, and you know, we want something, you know, a little more reasonable to go out and do our thing. And I know you guys there's a lot of hardcore guys out there that don't care about temperature, but you know, here in the Northeast it's kind of difficult. So, but we'll get some great video out to you guys. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But I just wanted to say thank you to Leaf for such a great guest appearance and such a great visit. We really had a good time, and hope everything's good, brother. Let's see, what else do we got here, guys? I'm looking into a new vehicle. I'm looking to get out of my old 97 Ford F-150 with 212,000 miles on it. And right now I'm looking at a 2004 Subaru Forester. So I hope everything lines up and I can put that together, and I'll be driving that as soon as tomorrow or Friday. When you see this, it'll probably be Thursday, but hopefully by the weekend I'm into something different. I just don't want to put any more money into the old truck, and registration is due, inspections due, so I just got to get it done, you know. But yeah, looking into driving a Subaru again. I had one before and I absolutely loved it, so we'll see what happens. I got some pictures and some really great gifts from some great folk. Let me show you. This here is from Busy Can Do in Oregon. And Greg sent me a beautiful picture of his big bull elk that he shot. Some really nice pins, a float trip. I'm not sure if that's the Oregon River or not. When Leaf was here last weekend, he left me with this wonderful leather patch he stamped. Not all those who wander are lost. And I just love that. And RW2709 sent me a nice Christmas card. He sent me a great pin from Newfoundland and Labrador with a moose on it. And a keychain, I love Newfoundland. And maybe you guys can help me out with the saying a little bit. See you at once. I guess the territory is so huge up there that I saw you once and I'll probably never see you again. But Ronald, thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate it. That was very nice of you to put that in the mail for me. I just want to show you guys that. Let's move on to question and answer. But, whoa, hold on. You guys are wondering, what's going on with the PBR? These guys are great. Let it flow. Alright guys, let's move on to question and answer. Garrett Brader. Hey buddy, how you doing? I'm glad you're feeling better, man. Bummer. You had a little drawback, but you're right back on track. It was really nice to talk to you the other night. Glad all is doing well. Glad you like your sheath. Garrett wanted to know, have I ever eaten muskrat? No, I've never eaten muskrat, but I have had beaver, and supposedly they're very similar. And beaver is a very unique meat because it cooks up black. It's almost black when it's done being cooked, and it has a very sweet initial flavor to it, but it almost has kind of a bitter finish. So if you stew it, which we did, you add sugar and it takes care of that. So I hope that answers your question, buddy. Have I ever eaten muskrat? You guys let me know how many of you guys out there have ever had muskrat. You know, maybe I'll try it. But good question, buddy. Jay Mardell. One item do I love to take into the mountains that speaks of the mountains to me? I'm really not sure what you meant by that question. Because I really love to take my traditional tools of the forest with me. And just in using those traditional forms of fire making and everything, really, yeah, speaks, the mountains speak to me when I do things like that in a traditional manner. But I think the biggest thing that speaks to me is when I bring one of my handmade flutes. And this is one of my handmade bamboo flutes. I was out on the ice last weekend and my lips are really chapped, so see if I can make a little sound for you. But this is just a little bamboo flute, and I made a buckskin carry bag for it. And I like to take this on all my trips when I go into the mountains and just kind of take a walk out back of camp and, you know, sit in the woods and Just play a little tune, you know, bud. But I'm not so sure if I answered your question. But when I go out in the woods, there is a time when I want to relate with my surroundings. And that's one way I do it. I like to have my flute with me. And, you know, in the morning, I like to walk down to a body of water if I'm on a body of water. And I like to pull out my flute. And I like to have a nice hot cup of coffee. And just sit there and play my flute and look out over the water. But, yeah, that speaks to the mountains. And the mountains speak back to me. But thank you so much, buddy, for asking. Good question, Jay. What do I got going on project-wise? Wow, I got a lot going on. Chuck Richards, Handmade Custom Knives, sent me a great little blank, a great little baby woodchuck blank. And he sent me some belts. And he sent me a couple scales. And he said, finish it. You know? So I've never ground a knife before. I've never done anything like it, but this is how it's turning out. I put a convex grind on it, which came out very nice. I put a swedge on it, which I know that Charlie doesn't care for, but I put a swedge on the front. I thought it kind of looked different, kind of looked cool. And I'm ready to put the scales on it. I got to take it to the shop and run it on the drill press. And here's what the scales look like. So if you take those, pop them on the blade. I just cut them a little bit oversized. I'll drill them out and I'll sand them to form. And I'll keep you guys going along with this project as far as putting scales on this really nice little 1095 baby woodchuck. I've got my brass pins cut. They're actually tubes. So I'm going to use tubes, brass tubes for it. And I'm excited about getting involved in that. I can't wait. What else is going on? Axe progress. I got a new axe head. The axe is back, guys. Look at how deep the heat treat is in these things. This is a True Temper Flint Edge Kelly Works. It's a 3 1/4 to a 3.5 pound head. And it's, for its age, it's in impeccable shape. I obviously have not ground the edge yet. I haven't done anything with that, but I will. And you guys know that. This will be a razor blade when I'm done with it. It's going to have a 36-inch handle on it. And I don't know if I want to haft it with a curved handle or a straight handle. For this one here, I'm really thinking about going with a straight hexagon. So I'm kind of excited about that. And I talked to Leaf about it, and he said, you know what, bro? That might be a really good idea. You know, change it up. As far as my collection goes, you know, I got a little bit of everything. You know, so I'm thinking about doing a straight hexagon for this one. But I need your guys' help. Can you tell me what this means at the top of the head that says bell system? I can't find it anywhere on the internet. I have no idea what it is. It's a True Temper Flint Edge Kelly Works head, and it says Bell Works on it. So maybe you guys can help me with that, figure that out. But I'm going to take you along with the process of hafting and finishing this axe head, and obviously the finishing of the baby woodchuck. So I'm excited about it. Actually, for the baby woodchuck, I'm going to do my first taco style wet form sheath, bushcraft style. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually going to take that to the shop tomorrow, and I'm going to drill it, and I'll have it glued and probably ground darn near finished by the next time I talk to you guys. But those are the projects I got going on. 2 videos ago, Shop Talk with Joe Part 15, I said that I would show you guys my my ice fishing bucket and what I carry in my ice fishing bucket. So let's go through that real quick. Of course, I got a couple jigging rods. And I'm very fortunate to have been involved in some really huge ice fishing tournaments that I was DJ for, and I got a lot of bonus gifts. And I got some really, really super nice stuff here. Frable Super Ice with the Ultra Ice Reel. And I absolutely love this rod. I like to put the fluorescent on the end so I can see it move even in the wind. This one here, I'm not sure what the rod is, but it's my favorite. And it's an Equinox reel. Ice only. Just really great stuff. So that's what I'll carry as far as jigging rods go. And I do very well. I don't know what it is, but the brass Aberdeen hooks, these little brass Aberdeen hooks are, for some reason, they love the brass. And I fish with spikes, mousies, or wax worms. One of the two. You know, rarely will I put a minnow on the rod, but I do. And, you know, that seems to work out for me okay. Let me put my bucket up here, guys, so you can see this a little bit better. Can you see that all right? And of course, what I do is I use a seat. I have a top. I got a hole cut out so my rods can go through it, my jigging rods. And once I put the top back on, I like to carry this nice little foam seat, so I can put that on top of the on top of the lid, and it just gives you a real nice padded cushioned seat. I really love these. These are the rod holders. Let me move you back a little bit so you get a little bit better view. These just clip over the side of your bucket. Just like that. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with these, but how they work is fantastic. You just take your rod and drop it right in there, and now I'm fishing 2 holes. I can sit on my bucket, I drill 2 holes, and good to go. It's great. You slide right in and out of the holders. Fantastic. I do a lot of jigging. I don't use my tip-ups too much. My tip-ups are traditional tip-ups. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these, but these are traditional jigging sticks, handmade out of cherry, for fishing for smelt. And it's a really neat process because you don't reel them like this. You don't wind the line like this. What you do is you loop the line, and 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 you loop the line, loop the line, loop the line, loop the line to pull a line up. And then once you take your fish off, all you do is you take these 2 sticks and point them towards that hole. Right back down it goes. It's the neatest thing in the world. These are smelt jigging sticks from the Northeast, and I'll tell you what, guys, it's really cool. They got a huge flasher on them, and they work absolutely fantastic. Phenomenal. Caught a lot of smelt with those. Of course, I got my strainer. You know, I have an 8-inch hand auger, which is pain right in the butt. I mean, really, look at the size of me. But I get through 30 inches of ice. This is a 6-inch strainer, but I also have a 8-inch strainer. I carry a little bait board, that I can use as far as if I want to use any of my fresh caught fish as far as bait. I can take perch eyes out. I just like to have this little board. It's really easy to work with. I can put bait on there, see exactly what I'm doing. Works fantastic. And of course, I got my ice spikes that go around my neck. I wear these out on the ice religiously, just like that. That way, if I go through, I can pull them apart and I'm right on top of the ice. I can grip right in with those spikes. So, yeah, I dig those. I've never had to use them, but that's a good thing. Anyhow, that's what's inside my ice fishing bucket. I guess I ought to show you guys what I carry for tackle. I carry this little camouflage bag, and inside here I have more Aberdeen hooks of both colors, split shot, smaller split shot. In here I have my long nose pliers that come in real handy, especially if you're catching pike or you got anything hooked deep. Here's my gold Aberdeen hooks that I carry, and my tackle box is really kind of cool. Here's all my jigs. I love those little jig heads with a wax worm on them, or a mousy, or even a spike. Fantastic. You know, and as you can see, I got a wide array, and they all work. They all work great. On the other side here, I carry an array of traditional bobbers that I can reel through, so I can get my depth set. If the wind's blowing, all I have to do is watch the bobber. Keep my hole skimmed, I'm good to go. And I have some bigger jigs here that I love to use. Little tiny Swedish pimple. All that stuff works good. You know, but my best luck, honestly, guys, is just a straight brass Aberdeen with a wax worm or a spike on it. I got all pre-made hooks here. They're all set to go. Another bag of all pre-made hooks. What else have I got in here? I got a big old sounder, heavy duty. I don't use that thing. I don't even know why I carry it. But I'll show you other sounders I carry. In here I have swivels, in case they need those for my tip-ups. They work out great. But I just thought I'd share that with you guys. What do I take out on the ice? Because we're going to have some great hard water videos coming out. I shot one last weekend, and I'm still going to download a part of it as far as the wacky ice shack that we hang out in. But I will tell you that the fishing was terrible. Nobody was catching nothing. Everybody was marking all kinds of fish, and nobody was catching nothing. You know how that goes. Just go figure. But that's what my ice fishing bucket consists of, guys. So I wanted to share that with you. And again, you guys asked me a question. You know, I'll fulfill the question and answer big time. You know, you guys want to know something about me, something about the way I do something, or anything. I don't give a flying shit. Ask me a question. Don't be so nervous about asking questions. Really. Again, I also want to say thank you for all my new subscribers. I went from 424 subscribers before my last shop talk with my special guest, Leaf, of Adirondack Outdoorsman. And I just checked, and I'm at 702. So that's that's pretty incredible. And I can't thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy my videos and stick with me, because I got a lot of great stuff coming up. A lot of great stuff. My joke for this shop talk. Now listen, guys, I'm going to tell another Polish joke. But as you've seen in my past videos, if I tell a Polish joke, half of my family is Polish. Half of my family is Italian. So I don't want to have any comments about telling a Polish joke, because I got a lot of them and they're damn good. So, two Polish brothers are out on a Sunday morning. They go fishing every Sunday morning on a local lake. And what they do is they go down to their local boat launch and they rent boats there. They rent rowboats. And every Sunday morning they go down there and they get their bait, and they head out in a rowboat and they go out fishing. Well, they went out this one Sunday morning and they found a spot where the fish were just biting like crazy. They're catching fish left and right. And the one brother says to the other, "Oh man, buddy, this is crazy. Somehow we got to mark this spot." And he says, "I got a great idea." And he reaches in his tackle box and he pulls out this big black marker. And he puts a big X on the side of the boat. And his brother says, "What in the hell are you doing?" He says, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You're putting an X on the side of the boat?" And he says, "Yeah, I am." He goes, "Why are you doing that?" He says, "Well, I'm just marking the spot where we're catching fish." And he goes, "What if we don't get the same boat next time?" Hope you guys like that one. Listen, just to end the shop talk, on my last video, Captain John, if you guys aren't subscribed to Captain John's Bar, you really need to go check him out. He's a great guy, puts up great videos. He's way up in Down East Maine, and he's a great guy. And he left a comment on the last video that I want to consider as a quote. And he said that common sense goes a long way in bushcraft, if you ask me. Necessity is the mother of invention. So you guys stew on that until I see you for the next shop talk with Joe, and we're going on part 18. You guys keep telling me to go, I'm going to keep going. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing it. Thank you so much for all your support. All my new subscribers, thank you so much. And guys, don't forget, man, shoot me a question. I'll bring your channel up and we'll have a little chat about whatever your question was. So, you guys stay warm, man, and I hope everything is good, and I'll talk to you real soon.